record. Here we go, everybody. Sit back, relax, enjoy the following programming as it begins in 3, 2, 1.
It's just a bird. A big bird. Guns, cannons, rockets. It's just a bird.
Sure, just a bird.
Are you going to buy something or just touch everything?
The morning stream. My bumhole hurts.
Good morning and welcome back to TMS. This is the morning stream for September 14th, 2022. I am Scott Johnson. He is Brian Ibbett. Good morning, Brian.
I am indeed, yes.
Yes, the ghost of Brian returned.
The ghost of Brian. The
Scary.
spirits are starting to feel more comfortable around you. They're starting to show themselves.
Do you have any interest in, this just reminds me, you have any interest in the Rob Zombie, not Addams Family, but the other thing, the Munsters? Yeah.
I have more interest in the Disney Haunted Mansion movie, the new one. They're redoing it. I guess it would be the third time because first they had the Eddie Murphy one, then they had the Muppets one, and now they have another one.
They have.
I'm a little bit interested in the Rob Zombie Munsters. Sure,
I am a little bit too. It's supposed to be PG, which
that's crazy.
Is Rob Zombie capable of anything other than R? I don't know how.
I guess his wife is not going to be doing any nudity in this one.
Nope. He doesn't need to call her in for a couple of booby shots. Doesn't need to happen.
No.
But speaking of booby shots, we're here, me and Brian. And
yes,
we're going to kick things off real quick here because Dunaway, our pal that joins us each and every Monday and Wednesday to play a little game, has to go early because he has a meeting. And so we're going to accommodate that and bring him in right now. Have a contest. Guys, get your phones ready. 801-471-0462. This is happening now. Welcome to another edition of Tadpooly Feud. Brian Dunaway joining us all the way from beautiful South Carolina. Hello, Brian.
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
Thank you
Hello.
guys for accommodating my crazy schedule today.
It's fine.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, your boss threw a meeting at you. What are you going to do? We have to, we got to work around it.
Do.
Yeah. Why does he do that? Tell him to stop doing that guy. He needs to stop.
I like my job. I'm going to keep it.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Great. Well, Brian here will explain the rules, and while he does that, I will accept a call and have them hold on a minute while we do this. So, Brian, explain these rules and how it works, please.
Yeah, it's time to play the Tadpooly Feud. I've surveyed the tadpole on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian are going to have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Our future caller... Your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you get a prize package that includes XCOM Complete Pack. Wow! That's a lot of stuff right there.
Yeah.
Package.
Yeah, the package.
Yes,
is
and
complete.
Hidden and Dangerous Action Pack. Both of those courtesy of Joshua Stacy.
Ah, very nice, Josh.
Sorry to hear
familiar
about
with that one.
Thank you for oh, geez, that was loud. Sorry.
The New York Commissioner Stacy.
Commissioner Stacy.
And your sister Gwen.
And
Sorry to hear
Gwen
about that,
Stacy,
too.
exactly. Someone grab her before she breaks her back. Okay, hey, check it out. Oh, we have a listener. It's someone on the line. Hi, thanks for holding. Who's this?
It's September, 9 of 12.
September.
All right.
So do you say
Good to hear from
September
you.
or do you say September? How do you do it?
Ember. Usually,
Ember, just
so.
Ember. Okay, that works.
Oh, there you go.
Ember's
Perfect.
nice. That's the color of my energy. No, that's Amber. Anyway, it's good to have you here, September, and also it's your happy birthday month, so I know really late, but it gives me a chance to say happy birthday again. I guess it was back on the 6th, but happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your
Thank
9
you.
of 12. Brian, you've explained it all, so let's do it. Let's lay it out
Let's
there.
just jump right into
Yeah,
it.
make it happen.
You guys put your hands on your buzzers. We asked 804 Tadpoolers to give their best answer to this. Seems appropriate. This one really just randomly came up today, so there you go. Take it for what it's worth.
Sure.
Name a Disney movie villain that is not from Marvel or Star Wars. Scott.
Cruella de Vil is all I can think of.
Cruella
That was the one I was
de
going to
Vil.
say.
Were you really? Oh, wow. I don't know. It felt like
Yeah,
I pulled that
and
out of nothing.
the button disappeared just as soon as you said it.
Yeah, well,
If
that's what I
her
do.
Something don't scare you, her body odor will.
Yep.
Okay, Cruella de Vil. Show me Cruella de Vil.
Yeah. Oh,
Number two.
I feel good about that.
Cruella de Vil.
All right, Brian, you can maybe beat that. I don't know. Can
One
you?
answer will beat it. Who do you think the Tadpole named as their Disney movie villain that is not from Marvel or Star Wars?
Oh, jeez. I'm going to go with the Ursula. Everybody's talking about the Little Mermaid
Oh,
lately.
damn it.
Sure.
It's just in my head.
It's a
I
good
can't
one.
help it.
She's crazy octopus lady who doesn't know the word for feet. Show me Ursula.
Yes,
Number
oh,
one
wow.
answer on the board. Just by
Really?
three.
Damn.
Three more people
Is
said Ursula
in
than Cruella de
The
Vil.
Zeitgeist.
I'm a
That is
little
awesome.
shocked by this, to be honest. I don't know why.
I am too.
Both of these are like good villains. I thought they'd be lower in the list. That's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, who am I supposed to be
I
helping?
did too.
You're
gonna
helping.
be-
You're helping Dunaway.
You're going to be
Yes,
joining
September.
Brian
You're helping me.
Dunaway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Help that poor man who needs your
Who are you
help.
supposed to be helping? Nobody until right now.
Yeah.
Now you are supposed to be helping
Right.
Brian Dunaway.
All right, you two. It's
All
all
right.
yours. Go for it.
Lots of answers on the board. Lots of points to be had.
Yeah.
Brian in September. What
And-
name a Disney
Sep-
movie villain? Yeah.
Let me find out something real quick. First,
Sure.
September. Are you a Disney fan by the many clamshell boxes you've collected for videotape, or are you older than that or younger than that? What you got, September? What's your?
I used to work at Disney World in the early 90s.
Oh my lord.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Look at you with the knowledge.
She's one of
the
us.
Breadth.
Yeah.
Hey, can you hook me
One
up
of
with a
us.
fertility idol from Indiana Jones?
Yeah. Do you still have some contacts back there? Some contact? Somebody at Futureland or whatever the hell that was. What's it called? The big ball?
Adventureland is where Indiana Jones hangs out.
Oh, is that
Scott.
where that's at? No.
And Tomorrowland is what you're thinking of.
What am I? But what's the one in? What's the? Oh,
Actually,
Epcot.
he's at MGM Studios at World.
Oh yeah. No, I'm thinking of Epcot, the big ball. You should go in there
Oh,
and
yeah.
say, "Damn it, I'm 9 of 12. Give me my free idols." That's what you should do.
The big ball.
Just walk into the big ball.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, September. What have you got?
Yeah. Give us a pick.
Give us something,
Well,
September.
my
What you got?
favorite would be Maleficent, but I think Jafar
Yes.
is someone that
Yes.
really stuck with people in the
All
Tadpooly
right.
age.
Jafar's pretty good.
Jafar. All right.
Jafar was amazing. Aladdin was my favorite film, Disney film for the longest time. Still
I
is,
loved
guess.
Aladdin. It's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it's still good.
All right.
Jafar.
Show me both Janir and Jafar.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
3.
Eh, number 3 on the board. 124.
Oh,
Like
very
that
good.
Jafar.
Now keep in mind you've got a total of 4 points so far, so you're top of the list here.
I know.
Not serving you
Yeah,
well.
you're-
Yeah.
This is low hanging fruit right here. You need some biggies.
Yeah.
yeah. This which tells me a little bit about the Tadpool. I'm just trying to figure out where their head is at.
Yeah.
Because
right.
I would have all thought these would have been like middle answers,
Mhm.
but I'm seeing that they're thinking like me.
It kind of tells
September, you have
the
another
relative age of the, at least, if not of the
Yes.
Tadpool, at least of the people who answer Tadpooly
Right.
feud questions.
Mhm.
Can I go with one? I'll tell
Yeah.
you one of my
Sure.
favorite
What-
bad
what-
guys.
Go.
The guy I love to hate. Everybody hates Gaston, but they all love him too. I love Gaston.
Nobody hates like Gaston.
No.
Nobody loves
Right.
like Gaston.
Nobody.
You know,
What do you
Nobody
think about
manscapes
this?
like
Weird.
Gaston.
With this
Came
chest
out.
full of hair, and he shows his chest. I love that. It's great.
That's right.
Yeah.
All
when
right.
Beauty and the Beast came out, they put like Beast stuff in the villains shop they used to have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he wasn't
Yeah.
the villain. Gaston.
No, he was
the
never the
shop.
villain.
It was
I know.
weird.
No.
I agree. That was weird that they did that. They always bugged me. It's like they assumed
It's
nobody
'cause-
saw the movie or something.
It's because, at first he scares the crap out of Belle, and so he's kind of a villain that joins
People
her side
change, Brian.
to take down the evil Gaston.
Uh,
Disney team up. All right, show me Gaston.
Gaston. Ooh.
Number 6.
All right, there's
Well
some
done.
points.
There we go.
That's some
We get some points.
There's some middling answers.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're on the back
September. Do you have one? I have another one. If not,
Oh, I mean, I have plenty. Well, we still haven't
Yeah.
used Maleficent.
5. You should
And-
use it.
there you go. We should use it up. She's you gotta love to hate her and hate to love her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
Yep.
got your
She with the horns. Saw her all over the place this last trip.
I
Both
feel like
people
she's an anti-hero,
cosplaying.
but that's me.
Oh, really? Like she's I remember, that's interesting. Cosplay of Maleficent is not what
Lots
I
of
expected.
cosplay of
Oh
Maleficent.
yeah. She's
She's
great.
easy to do. You just get the horns. You get a big cape. You walk around looking all angry.
Is she
and
the
you're
is
Maleficent.
she or is something else the Deadpool of D23? Like what is the most common thing you saw?
Oh, that's a good question. Like the Las Vegas Strip minions of D23, basically.
Yeah. Who do you end up seeing the most? Do you think?
You know who we saw the most? It's the weirdest thing. The little Cub Scout dude from Up.
Oh,
There were
okay.
a lot of people dressed as whatever that kid's name is. I can't remember.
that's
Somebody
great.
will say it, but
I love that.
Right,
That's
right, right.
actually really unique and interesting. All right. Sorry.
Russell, is that it? Russell.
Russell,
All right, so
Russell.
Maleficent. Let's go with
Yeah.
Maleficent. Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Here you go.
Mephisto.
Male ficant. Here is show me male ficant.
Oh, nice.
That's how I remember how to spell it. Because is it like is it E or I or E or A?
Yeah.
Or what? Yeah.
You guys are running the board here.
You guys really are.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I'm
It's a good one.
impressed.
It's a good one.
Yeah. If I were
All right.
Dunaway, I would rely on Night of 12 more. That's what I would do.
I would
'Cause
too.
So far, she's
5
nailing
answers
it.
Yeah, I
left
would
on the board.
too.
You guys have already
Yeah,
named 5 of these. No strikes from anybody yet.
Right. September, you got another one in the barrel there?
I think if we are going to be prepared, we should use Scar.
Yes.
Yeah, duh, Scar.
Yes.
Be prepared.
We're on the same page.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Show me your scar.
Ooh.
Number 4.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wiped out the entire left side of the board. All of the low hanging fruit has been
The
taken.
easy pickings.
The easy pickings.
Easy
That's right.
pickings.
Yeah. You know who would be a good Scar voice? I know that, Chewy Tail
Jeremy
Ezadafor
Irons
did a
was,
pretty good job on the new one, but if you're going to do it, so you got Jeremy Irons, you got Edgerunners. Now,
Sure.
here's what you do in the future. You get that, you pull out that Willem Dafoe fella and you get him to do it. He'd be great.
Oh, sure. He'd be great.
Yeah.
I don't know who's voicing or if he's even going to make an appearance in the new Mufasa film that was announced.
Oh, yeah. I assume, well,
Say it
actually,
again.
I shouldn't assume anything because the Mufasa film
Mufasa.
probably not James Earl Jones again. It's probably something else.
Mufasa.
Yeah. Simba, look out onto the thing.
Simba,
Simba.
you look in front of you.
Yes,
This is
Simba.
CNN.
Now collapse on the cliff and make the word sex pop up from the dust.
your father.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I am your father. Yeah, I know.
No, I'm aware.
All right.
I
4
got you,
answers
I got
left
you.
on the board.
Okay.
You know, we're sticking with the book.
What are you thinking?
My kids,
What you got, September?
my younger kids, they're younger. They're 18, 21.
Right.
Their favorite is Emperor's New Groove, and Yzma is pretty damn fun.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
So good.
Yeah.
We just watched this with Van the other
She's such a
night.
baddie.
It holds up, man. That movie's freaking great. It's
Yeah.
so good.
We wanna go with
one
her?
of one of my favorite David Spade things.
Oh, by
Patrick
far for
Warburton.
me.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who did the voice of Yzma?
Yzma was Eartha Kitt from
Eartha Kitt. That's right.
one of
one of our Batgirls.
yeah, one of the
Yep,
few
yep.
Batgirls
Yeah.
from back in the day. She was great.
All right.
Oh my gosh, she was so
Show me
Pull the
Yzma.
lever, Cloverville.
Hi, greetings, citizens. I'm Coverville. All right, here we go. Show me Yzma.
Oh, that's a
That's a
shame.
good one.
What I say? Did I say Batgirl or did I say Catwoman?
You
I hope
might
I
have
said Catwoman.
said Cat. Oh, did you say
You
I
said
thought I
Batgirl?
said
Catwoman.
You should
Catwoman.
move
Did I
Catwoman.
not say Catwoman?
We knew Cat. I knew what you
should
meant
move
if you said it
Catwoman.
wrong, or whatever reason it passed through me if you didn't say it right. So I knew what you
Yeah.
meant.
Listen, Lee Merriweather, Eartha Kitt,
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway,
Julie Newmar?
Halle Berry,
Yeah.
Julie Newmar.
Yep.
I did say Batwoman. I'm sorry. Yeah, definitely meant.
Oh, you meant
Well,
Pat.
Dice Tomato says I said Batgirl. Larry Kenobi says I said Batwoman. Get straight. Come
Yeah.
on, what did
Can
I
the
say?
chat room please put their heads together and come
Bat
up with?
chick.
Yeah, get in there.
Exactly.
All right, so it's
All
my
right,
turn.
that's
I
a
should have.
strike. It goes over to Scott.
I
has
should have been
control
thinking
right now.
about this more while these two were working out, but I was so
You
excited.
thought we was gonna run the whole board, didn't you?
I was just so excited. I thought, well, they're never gonna do anything. Okay, I'm gonna go with. Oh gosh, my brain is hurting.
Gosh.
Why can't I think of suddenly anything at all? Let me think of the movie instead. Okay, so I'm thinking oh, shit.
Okay.
I can't. Wait, does Pixar count? Or can you
Pixar
tell me
counts,
that?
yeah.
Disney, is it
Pixar
not?
does count? Okay, so,
Yeah.
so Pixar counts. Let's do The Kid Next Door on Toy Story.
Yeah, Sid.
Sid.
Sid,
Let's
sure.
do Sid.
All right.
That
Oh, I
hurt.
forgot to mention, by the way, number 12 was Isma, so really close to being in the thing. All right, show me Sid.
What?
No.
Sid, number 17.
That's a good one, though.
I get the
Yeah, that's a
feeling
good
they
one.
may
I'm with you.
have gone heavy Disney, low Pixar on here just for the nature of the question. I probably shouldn't think of Pixar too much.
You never know. All right, back over to you guys.
What do you think about the evil queen from Snow White? Is that our group? September, you think? Or the Tadpoolers?
What's
Are
her
they
name?
down with that, you think?
Is that Maleficent? That's her, isn't it?
That's a
She's
different.
No,
just-
that's
no,
Sleeping
it's not.
Beauty.
They
Oh,
just
Sleeping
call her
Beauty.
Snow
Right.
Queen.
Yeah.
You're
Although
right.
cast members just say Snow Queen.
Yeah.
Snow Queen. Okay, yeah. Snow Queen. That's right, because that's what they did. They did the movie based on that too, because they thought they would get another Maleficent out of it. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
She is the
really?
Snow Queen.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I know her as the evil queen.
They're
All
right.
right.
That's why I know her too.
Yeah, she's the evil queen.
You want to do that? Do that.
Is that your guess?
The evil queen, the apple dealer. Yes.
Okay.
The
Sure.
Apple drug dealer.
Show me the evil
The
snow
huntsman lover.
queen.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame.
Number 13 on the list, just out of the top 10.
Okay.
Back over to Scott.
My brain is scrambled cheese at the moment. No eggs, just cheese. All right. Let's go with
Cruella
I
de
don't
Vil.
remember their name. That
Cruella
won't
de
work.
Vil.
I already did that one.
Quit saying Cruella de Vil. You're throwing me off here. Who was the bad guy in? Shit.
Nah, shit.
I don't remember names. Is the problem? Okay, you know what? I'll just do something weird. Let's go with the who shot Bambi. Was there a character name or is it just a?
Oh,
His name was Hunter.
Oh, all right. Then I'm gonna do
The
Hunter.
Hunts- yeah, the Hunter.
The Hunter who shot Bambi's mom or whatever, dad
All right.
or whatever it was.
Yeah. Show me the Hunter. What done shot Bambi's mom?
Yeah. Damn it!
the deer hunter.
That was in the list. Let's see. Is like
Pretty
number-
villainous, you know.
Very villainous.
Right.
Yes, exactly. Like I can't find it. It's some
I
few people
don't
said
think
that
he had
one.
a name, did he? I don't think he had a name.
No, he was really just called Hunter, or the Hunter that.
Yeah, that's what I was
shot-
thinking. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's your game to
All
win.
right,
Well,
so
all
do we
right,
want to go?
September, do you have one?
Want to go Disney or Pixar?
Go ahead.
Yeah, do you want Disney or Pixar?
I don't think. I think there's so many Disney ones. I don't know if going with Pixar. It didn't work out for Scott. He went with Sid, and that's one of the biggest baddies they have. What about?
There's another one I can think of that might, but what about Hades?
Oh, Hades is
yeah,
good.
Hades. That's a perfect. I do love Hades.
Yeah,
Either
it's the only
that
thing
or-
it's the only thing that makes me like James Woods. You know,
Right.
Right. It's the only likable thing about James.
because he's
Woods
such
these
a
days.
giant pud, but that
Yeah.
role is so good. He's so freaking
It
good
is.
in that.
Yeah, it's almost like he really is Hades. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hades.
Hades.
All right, show me Hades. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man, you guys are
Yeah,
gonna
there was some
win.
great Hades cosplay at D23. Couple people had it, and they had the fire in his hands and his hair lit up like they had a blue wig with lights
Yes.
inside it and
Oh,
stuff.
cool!
Really cool.
Like the blue hair flame stuff. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what
I-
else you got?
I know one that I would like to say.
Sure.
I think the Hook Man. I think he's a real dick.
Who's the Hook man? Oh,
Yeah,
oh, Hook,
Man.
the pirate,
Captain
Captain
Hook.
Hook.
Captain Hook.
Captain Hook.
I didn't
From the
go
Pe-
to
from the-
4
from the Peter
years
Pan.
of nautical school to just be Hookman. I'm a captain. I'm the captain now.
Who's the Hook man now?
What do you think about that, September?
Yeah.
Okay, that was excited. That was an
Let's do it.
excited response. So yeah,
Rolling
let's
with
do
the
it.
hook man.
Show me El Capitan Hook.
Oh,
Number 8 on the list. Look at that.
Nice.
son of a bitch.
That might do it. That might put a pin in the win here. But by the way, Pin, the enemy in the movie Up.
Oh yeah, pin.
Oh, really?
Sharp
tack.
pin. Yeah.
Oh,
Sharp oh no.
because the balloon.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
Yeah, rose bush. The rose bush, greatest enemy of all balloons.
That's right. Two electrical wires. The enemy.
Hot sunny day. Oh, you're screwed. All right, you've got 2 more. I know you can do it. What do you got?
All right.
We are Siamese, if you please.
Were they
No,
evil? They weren't No, they weren't bad.
Dude, they were
They were
wanting to
bad.
murder the baby for
yeah.
the milk.
Yeah.
They were
But I don't
bad.
think they're it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I
were
know
bad.
what I said in the survey, but I'm pretty sure no one else has watched Sword in the Stone that recently.
Yeah.
What about Shere Khan?
Oh, from
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, from
Jungle
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book, right?
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
cool. That is a
Oh,
cool.
there's so
one.
many villains in that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one though.
I love it.
Do it.
All right.
Do it.
Show
Khan.
me.
Give us Khan.
Show me that tiger,
Khan.
Shere Khan. Khan.
Oh,
No.
that's a shame.
Well, good news is, Scott, no matter what you do here, September wins. So
Yeah.
you could run the board, and September still wins, and you could do nothing, and September still wins.
All right. One of my favorite
I do like
villains.
the idea of Madame Mim. That was pretty good. That was a
pretty good.
guess,
Yeah.
though.
My
That's a
favorite.
good
One of
one.
my favorite villains of all Disney.
Oh, Shere Khan,
time.
by the way, number 11,
Oh.
just out of the top
Oh.
10.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Nice. Okay. Oh, that's good to hear. It was that high. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
very high. Yeah.
One of my favorite voices of all time was the voice of Clayton in Tarzan by Brian Blessed. I love that guy. We're going to take the ape man back and make millions of dollars, Jane. That guy was great. So I'm going to go with that dude.
With Clayton.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's
All
pretty
right.
good.
Show me Clayton.
Shit.
Oh, well, you X that before you even finished.
Yeah, I basically had my finger over that one. Surprisingly, nobody mentioned Clayton. I'm kind of amazed by that.
Boo.
That is funny.
Guys,
A
he was
lot
so
of people
good.
in the chat room had these last 2. Show me number 9. Cinderella's stepmother or stepsisters. I would have accepted
Stepmom.
either.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
And finally, the only
Classic.
Pixar one on the list, but a darn good one. Syndrome.
Syndrome.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was going to
okay.
be my other guess.
When everyone's
Yeah.
super,
Yeah.
nobody
Yeah.
is. Brah.
Kind of
would've
rounding
been
out
good
some of the other biggies: King Candy from Wreck-It Ralph, Prince Hans of the Southern Isles from Frozen, the Queen of Hearts, Chernabog,
Yeah.
that cool gargoyle thing from
That's part
Fantasia.
of the parade.
Yeah.
JC
Yes.
Calhoun says Ayn Rand should be one of them. Yeah, they're not, sorry, not a Disney villain. A villain, but not a Disney villain.
Dr. Facilier, I don't know who that is. Is that
Princess
and
and
the Frog? Okay.
Oh, that's such a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
movie.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
He's
that's
also
good.
the horror. He's the dark or the shadow. Something.
He's the
No.
horror.
I thought there was something else. Emperor Zurg. Somebody just said.
Shadow
a few people-
Man. You're right. Shadow Man, and it was played
Shadow
by
Man.
Keith David played him, and he was amazing.
Right.
Shadow
He
Man
was amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
Emperor Zurg. I said a lot of people just put names of movies they didn't read fully, so we have Encanto, Frozen, Lion King, Mary Poppins. One person said
Mary Poppins is a
adulthood.
villain.
Yes.
Yeah, adulthood. Yeah.
2 people said Walt Disney himself is
Wow.
a
Nice.
Disney
Nice.
movie
Nice.
villain.
Well,
That's
he,
nice.
he didn't love the Jews.
Nice.
We know that. We know that.
And all of Mongolia from Mulan and Bob Chapek,
That's
Disney CEO.
hilarious.
I would 100% agree with Bob Chapek.
Next
Oh,
time-
yeah, somebody
Mongolia
also
stared
said
at my
Grocer
wall.
from Gross Point Blank because
Oh, that's
technically
amazing.
Hollywood Pictures is a Disney franchise.
That's right. The greatest villain of all Disney history is Grocer. I agree. Throw this
Yeah.
list away. That's it. That's the answer. That's amazing. What's more amazing is that you've won over there, September. So check this out.
Congratulations. You're a winner.
You know how to get a hold of Brian, so you know what to do, and he'll hook you up with these codes, and you'll walk away one of the great winners of this week in time. How do you feel about it?
Ooh, I'm excited. Right
Yeah,
on.
I can tell. I can
Yes.
tell you're stoked. Let that
As a matter
birthday
of fact,
flow.
codes are in your Discord right now because you and I have a Discord
Oh,
chat. going,
nice.
So there you go.
Very,
Enjoy.
very nice.
That's fast.
Well done, and congratulations, and happy belated birthday. Hey, Brian Dunaway, you know what we did yesterday? We recorded a show all about Zelda 1 and 2. Two very, very, very different video games from each other. People may not even remember this. Like, I think a lot of people's memory is like, oh, on the NES, yeah, there were two games, and they were a lot alike, and no, they weren't. They were nothing alike. One is a 2D scroller, and the other one is two very different worlds. And we got into it, talked about the origins of the great Zelda series, and had a real fun time on Play Retro. So go get the show, Play Retro, wherever you get your podcasts. If you like retro video games and retro content, boy, howdy, do we have good news for you.
Yeah, gobble it up. And you also, if you're a patron supporter, you may be getting that PS Classic we've been giving away. Have you already pulled the name on that thing
Nope,
yet?
not yet. But today is the day.
Yes.
I'm going to give it to a happy patron over there. They'll walk away with a big fat PS1 Classic that they can then hack.
Actually, very small.
It's very small,
Tiny,
but you can then hack
compact.
it and put some other cool shit on there. You know,
It's true.
Yeah.
that's what I recommend. And then Dunaway, you got like 2 minutes to spare for your meeting. I love what we did for you today. This is great.
Perfect.
Yeah. How's
Thank
that?
you guys again.
How does that feel? Do you feel good?
It feels pretty good. No, you.
Okay, kiss our butts. I was trying to trick him. He knew what I was doing. Shoot. He knew what I was doing. We've done this too many times.
Yeah. You know, I mean, come on. We know. We know.
I got to change it up, man. I got to find a new way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. You know, it'd be fun to find out, outside of John Ratzenberger,
Sure.
who is the most common voice
Prolific.
in Disney movies? Like, I was thinking about this the other day because Wayne Knight shows up a few times.
Sure.
What's her name from Cars and... Oh, geez.
You know, there's that woman who does the voice of Prince or Queen Leota. No, what's her name? Leota from
Ray Liotta. No.
Ray Liotta, exactly.
from the
Hold on
grave.
a second. From Haunted Mansion, and she was like an animator that had a Madame Leota. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
She had a lot of. She was an animator, but they loved her voice so much. I think they used her voice a lot.
Really?
In early movies and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
entirely possible. I'm thinking the one I was thinking of was Bonnie Hunt. She shows up a lot. I really like her, but I don't know that she's so. Somebody out there probably could find this. I'd be really curious. Jim Cummings does the chat. He does a lot. Is he the one that does? Yeah, he's. You know what? He's probably it. He's the one that does Winnie the Pooh and freaking Tigger and even modern stuff. He was the guards for Aladdin. He was a bunch of stuff. Scarlett Johansson's in 9. No.
This woman, by the way, so Eleanor Audley is her name, right? The woman who does the voice of Madame Leota.
Yeah.
She was the voice, get this, of Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty,
Yeah.
the evil queen, and
jeez.
Lady Tremaine, the evil stepmom in Cinderella.
Wow.
So
They really pegged her.
lots of villains for that woman.
Yeah. She was the one you went to. We said not Ratzenberger, the Wraith. Try and keep up, okay? Yeah. Actually, Ratzenberger may have the record. I don't know. I know he does for Pixar movies, but I don't think that obviously that doesn't extend to Disney in general. So I don't know. All right. Well, look at what we've done. We've done it, and now it's time for the news, which we haven't been able to do all week. So this is actually good. We'll do some news now. It's the news, and it's brought to you by.
Too many Cheezits.
All right, look at this. This is
Did you eat a whole box of Cheezits, Scott?
no, but I'm gonna make an argument here. So I did what you always say to do. Whoops, that's not the camera. There we go.
Clearly you didn't because you have the whole box down there. Oh, man, that's a thick box, too. That's like family size, isn't it?
That's my point. Like, what?
Oh,
the
it does say family size on top.
Oh, it doesn't
Look at that.
actually say that. Oh, it does. You're right. So this is a massive box of white cheddar Cheez-Its, which are great.
Yeah.
I love them, but you want to have them in small doses, right? You don't want to go nuts with a box like this.
Sure. Yeah.
So what I did is, like you suggested, I got a little bowl and I poured a little of these in there. But I just have this question about this box. I guess now that I see family on there, okay, maybe I'll let it pass. But this is as big as like a cereal box. It's monstrous. And
It's for people who know that they're going to want a lot of small bowls of Cheez-Its to bring down to their desk.
I guess so. Why do I have the
I
box?
don't want to have to keep buying small boxes of Cheez-Its.
I wonder if anyone out there, if you could do, like, hey, weed smokers, if you do enough weed, could you eat a whole one of these? I think you could.
Sure.
Get the munchies like something fierce. Anyway, that just seems insane to me that this exists. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's probably Cheez-Its are probably the national the state flower of Colorado right now.
They've changed the state flower to an edible.
Yeah, it used to be a
Cheez-It.
Columbine, now it's Cheez-Its.
Yeah. Maybe you just lace these directly. Can you get powdered THC? Is that a thing you can do?
Oh yeah, you just like mainline it right into your system.
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Why not? I had somebody the other day say, "How big was your Vegas dose?" I said it was 5. Half of a 10 is what I had there at the show, and they laughed at me.
Of your Vegas dose? Wait a minute. What? I'm not understanding the word you just said.
When we were in Vegas, and I ate that gummy.
Oh, the dose you had, the gummy bear you had.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I ate half a gummy bear.
Right.
That was that half, or wasn't a bear, it was just a gummy. That half thing was 0.5, or it was half of a 10 milligram gummy.
Gotcha.
So that was enough to make me feel crazy. He laughed at me and said, "You're a lightweight. I do 60 minimum." He says 60. I do 60 at a minimum, 150 average.
Whoa!
That seems insane to me.
I wonder if he ramped up to that. Like he basically started to develop a tolerance and
must have or just not sensitive
started
to it?
out at 5, but like over time had to keep increasing to feel something.
Right. I didn't mean 0.5 diced tomato, but thanks for the correction. I mean half. When I said 0.5, I just meant 5.
Yeah.
5 milligrams.
He had 0.5 of a gummy.
Yeah. That's what I had. But yeah, and yes, it does sound expensive, Bobby Franks, but 150 would mean 10. No, that's 15 regular gummies. Who's doing that?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd buy it now that I think about the math. That guy might have been cheesing me for nothing. Who knows? For all I know, he's never done any
Just
of it.
like if he just needs to be unconscious for a day, then 15 gummies and boop.
Yep,
out
you're
like
out.
a light.
Yeah, you're good. I guess you can't really OD on the stuff, so more power to you, I guess.
Yeah. Pants Jackson says 20 milligrams is enough to get me rolling from clock out to bedtime.
Wow.
Clock out to bedtime. I love it.
So that's what? Leaving work, going home, hitting the couch. Nice.
Pulling the tail of that bird that goes woo, and then sliding down the back of that the dinosaur into his car, and
yeah. Now that's all I can see. Fred Flintstone,
the saber-toothed tiger out, who then jumps on the window and puts you out and locks the door. And
yeah. Fred down in 2,000 milligrams of
down in gummies.
Yeah,
that's right.
Okay, so BioCal says 150 milligrams is approximately $32 in Washington State. But that's, you're going to get the effect of 3 drinks probably. I don't know. That seems like maybe a deal if you're really into it. I don't know. There was a lot of weed play everywhere we went. Big weed dispensaries on the ship, not on the ship, but off the ship. So like
in Alaska,
Alaska, sure. Washington State, of course, and in Victoria, Canada, everywhere. But they had all these rules where you couldn't bring them on the boat.
Sure.
Because you got to federally regulate open lanes and stuff, and you can't. The federal
they
stuff's
have
different.
dogs sniffing you as you got on the boat and stuff?
We had a sniffer on the way in, one in the airport, one at the ship, and then nothing on the way out, which I thought was interesting because it's on the way out that I think people would have gotten their weed.
That's a towel sniffing dog is what that is.
Oh,
that's not a
they're
drug
checking for
sniffing dog.
towels? Ooh, I got away with it then.
Phew. Yeah.
No, I didn't take a towel this year. I didn't. I don't know. My towel days are over. I'm worried about our RFID chips in towels, so I don't think I'm doing that anymore.
Really?
Yeah,
Do they do that?
They do. A lot of hotels put RFIDs. I think Vegas is like the most use of that.
That's crazy, and it doesn't like.
It's like a little.
Doesn't get destroyed in the dryer because you'd think the heat of the dryer would.
I mean,
I can see the water not having an effect, maybe, but
I'd heard of that before, and I assume it's true. But now that you say it, maybe has this always been an urban legend about towels getting RFID chips? Is that just their way of keeping?
USA Today, February 6, 2015. Yes, your hotel knows that you just stole that towel because they sewed a microchip into it.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, yeah. So there's
According
tons
to
of stories
Linen
about this.
Tracking Technology Executive, company called Linen Tracking Technology, right
Wow.
there.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Here, Engadget has a whole article on it. For
Wow.
millions of travelers. Zub, 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 zab, zoob. Oh, since 2011, they've been doing this.
Wow.
Okay. Well, see? I'm not paranoid.
No, but I mean, what scans the RFID chip? Like the door on the way out of the hotel or something?
I assume that's where it would go off, right? Or yeah, that's a great question. Would it? Like,
Yeah.
how do they?
Like, all right, so you've got an RFID chip. Now what? Like,
Yeah. Now what? They just know you took it. They're going to send a
Really
team
weird.
after you to reclaim it, says Bobby Franks. That sounds great. That'd be fun. That's a movie just waiting to happen.
like Pops and Recline explains hotels to us. You're paying to use the room. Don't take towels or bed sheets or furniture.
No, we
Okay,
know.
Thanks, Pops and Recline.
Thanks, Pops. We're aware.
Pop-splaining is what he just did.
Wait, are you telling? This is the first I've heard this, that I can't go to a hotel and just take whatever I want. Are you kidding?
Okay, but now what about rental cars? That's mine, right?
Yeah, you
That's
get to
mine
keep
now.
that. Whatever's in the glove
Can I-
box, it's yours.
Can I take the seats out and they're mine?
Yeah, the knob,
what's
the stick knob, take that with you. Take it all. Take whatever gas is left, siphon it.
Right.
It's your car. You paid for it. Here's your stories of the day. We knew about the Queen. The Queen passed. We haven't talked about it.
We really haven't, yeah.
But the Queen passed away, and
We've put a 2-week moratorium on Scott saying Philip in the Queen's voice.
I'm
But
no
we'll be
longer-
back to it. Back to it in October, folks.
I'm no longer. I had to put it off for a bit after Philip died, and then it was back, and then now it's
Right.
off again. So just be patient, everybody. Claire Gack, thank you. Anyway, here's the deal: the royal beekeeper had to inform the Queen's bees that Her Majesty had died. So
Okay.
this is an actual thing. They got to go out and officially tell the bees, like, "Yo, bees, your queen has passed."
Yo, bees.
Yo, bees.
Do they actually say it using words, or does the beekeeper like spin around in circles and waggle his butt and then like stop and then waggle his butt a different way and then like spin around in a circle and
Sting something or poke something with a stick and then die quickly
yeah,
after.
that's how bees tell you tell each other where the honey is.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
the drones fly back into the hive and go.
A bee
That was
impression.
for the audio folks. That was me waggling my butt and
Yeah.
spinning around in a circle.
It was a bee impression, and I've never seen you
Yeah,
do one
thank
before,
you.
so that was
Thanks.
fantastic.
I'm
Anyway,
working on that one.
the royal beekeeper, which is a job, it's a literal thing, in an arcane tradition thought to date back centuries, has informed the hives kept in the grounds of the Buckingham Palace and Clarence House of the Queen's death. The bees have also been told in hushed tones that their new master is now King Charles III.
To which half of them barfed out some more honey. Like,
They went, blah! Sorry, I heard the news. Blah! Just barfing and shitting all over the palace. King Charles in charge, by the way. Did you notice that? Got a little Charles in charge going
that's
on.
kind of funny, actually. Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't want Charles in charge of me.
either Scott Baio or Charles. Anyway, the official palace beekeeper John Chappell, age 79, told Mail Online how he traveled to Buckingham Palace and Clarence House on Friday following the news of the Queen's death to carry out the superstitious ritual. He placed black ribbons tied into bows on the hives, home to tens of thousands of bees. Before telling them, literally informing them that their mistress had died and that the new master would now be in charge. He then urged the bees to be good to their new master, himself once famed for talking to plants, which I don't remember this at all. Was Charles famous for talking to plants at one point?
I don't remember this either.
I don't remember. I know he was cussing out a pen the other day. Did you see that video by chance?
No.
He got a pen to sign some decree, some bullshit performative thing.
Yeah.
And he's signing it, and he's like, bloody pen, something pen. This pen sucks. Give me a proper pen. And it was like making people bring him a pen. It was great.
This is like an act of, I'm not going to be the pushover. Don't worry. I know you're all worried about me. Pen.
It was
See?
great. It reminded me, like, these people really don't do anything. They just are sitting around, At least it felt like the Queen was an ambassador all the time. Whereas Charles,
exactly.
where's he even been? What's he been doing? Like
Right.
sitting around pulling his ears going, hey, Camilla Khan or whatever her name is. What's her name? Not Camilla.
Camilla Khan.
You're not as hot as Diana was.
She's Ms. Marvel. Exactly. The Queen Ms. Marvel is what she is.
Well, anyway, the strange ritual underpinned by an old superstition that not to tell them of the change would lead to bees not producing honey, leaving the hive, or even dying. So that's the old superstition.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's old school, man. It's like probably Henry VIII or whatever was talking to bees.
Yeah, they probably could analyze that, because whatever it cost to fly John Chapel all over the country to tell the bees that Mum is dead.
Yep. Yeah, the Queen Mum is dead. Hey, Canada, do you guys... Oh, I have a question for Canada, so I should do it proper. Hold on.
Canada!
Do you guys have to change your money? Do you have to, get a different picture on there?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
It is currency, not pastancy. It's currency.
Good
so
point.
They have to have the
current is right in the damn word.
It's right in the damn word. So both Canada and the UK have to change their money, don't they?
But that seems crazy to me.
Expensive and silly.
Yeah. What a waste. Well, I assume maybe they do it over a long period of time. And
could they just issue everybody a Sharpie and they'll just draw some big ears on the Queen?
Love it.
And call it Charles.
Yeah, give it a little gray sideburny business. Have her holding a pen, going "damn pen" or something. Right. So it's legal tender until it wears out. The new stuff, everything new will be printed. That makes sense. That makes sense. You're not going to throw the money away. You're just gonna.
Right. Everybody, turn in your pounds.
All right, that's interesting. So I wonder if it's more. Is it more collectible? With the Queen on it right now, if you have some, would you hang on to some? I wonder, just to I have a dollar with the Queen.
Collector's item, sure.
Yeah, why not? They're just called dollars, Canadian dollars, right? I think.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Washington died a long time ago. See, that's what I'm saying. We don't do that here. I'm really glad we don't. I don't want to put modern presidents on our ship.
No, we don't need the current. Every 4 years, we'd have to change the money, and by the time it rolls out, we'd have a new president.
Yeah, and that would suck. And you'd have even if you went the full 8 years, you'd still
as
be
as just about every president recently has gone 8 years, except for one recently. But,
we haven't. It's actually been a while since we had. It's been a while since we've had a full 8er or a short 4, which I think is who Bush Senior. Bush Senior, right? Was the last one?
No, I think he did.
That's what I'm saying.
Bush Senior. Yes,
he's the last one with 4, and then you had Clinton with 8.
Yep.
It was a rough last 4 for him, though.
It was.
You had Bush with 8. You had Obama with 8.
Obama with 8.
And then Trump with 4. Yeah.
Trump with 4.
And I really, let me say this without freaking everybody out.
Okay. All right.
I don't think we get Biden for 8, and I'm not saying it means he loses this election.
No,
I'm not sure he runs.
You're right.
I'm not sure he runs. I think maybe there's a weird...
He even talked about that initially, saying that, I'm only in it for 4. Yeah, I'm only doing 4.
Come on, man. I'm only in for 4, man.
Inflation.
Come on, man.
I'm doing for 4, man. Times are tough. I'm only doing 4.
I'm only doing 4. He's just so damned old.
Maybe Kamala Khan can step up.
Yeah, Kamala Khan. Yeah, exactly. She got the big hands. Yeah, she can make it happen. All right, moving on to this story. Nigeria. Now we shift over to Nigeria, a former colony.
Nigeria, okay.
Used to be a British colony. It's not anymore. Oh,
right, yes.
So this is all connected in some way. I watched a video of all the places that are now independent that used to be colonies during her reign. So it was from the time she took the Queen's crown all the way up to her death, these are the places that jumped ship and became their own deal. And it was a ton.
Really? Oh, wow.
It was.
I'll have to look at that list. That's interesting. That's fascinating.
I was shocked how many it was. It was an insane number. Clearly, we're not being taught that.
That'll probably be a trivia question at some point.
Probably. Yeah.
So good that you studied it.
Oh, speaking of which, there's a new trivia app that's on Apple Arcade that I was curious if you played. Did you try that?
Oh, no. What's it called?
It's called Hank's Trivia or something. And I don't know why it's HANX. And at first I'm like, that's a weird name. What's that about? And then I played it, and Tom Hanks' voice is all throughout the thing. It's very weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's Tom Hanks. But it's trivia.
But it's HANX.
Yeah. And during this game, you do a lot of trivia questions. Obviously, the first rounds are relatively easy, but then you do things like which of these countries, blah, 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 or whatever. And it's sort of what you expect. But then there's like a whole round where it's like distorted photos, and you have to say who you think it is.
Oh, right. And it gets less distorted the further in or something.
Yeah, but that's not trivia.
101 trivia, is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Hanks 101, that's it.
Okay.
But I don't understand the taking a photo that's like distorted in Photoshop of, I don't know, some actor. That's not trivia. That's like TMZ
trivia,
bullshit is what that is.
Yeah, right. It's
I don't know.
It's like playing Spot the Difference.
I'm kind of torn on it. I don't think I like it. But you should try it because I trust your opinion on trivia things.
Totally try it. Yes.
Yeah. And all through it, you got him going, okay, let's move on to the next one. That's not a very good Tom Hanks.
Wilson!
Yeah. It's just like, yeah.
There's no crying in trivia.
You did really good on that. I don't know how to do Tom Hanks. Then you move on and you play more. Nigeria seizes all the donkey penises. They were supposed to be smuggled to Hong Kong.
All the donkey penises?
All the donkey penises. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue as all the what's the real song? How's the real song go that we just sang?
Single ladies.
Single ladies. Gosh dang it, dude.
Sorry, I'm now, after you called me out during Bobby's thing about allergies and my I'm like way better, like diligent about
Did you hear that, by the way? I don't know if you heard it. It is so I went back and listened to it just because I wanted to see it.
I did not hear it.
I didn't cap it out, but it's so loud and it's fine.
Is it really? God, I'm so far away from the mic. I thought I seriously was back there, and I thought, well, it won't pick me up, and apparently it did.
It sounds like you were just right on mic, and it cracked. I laughed for about 5 minutes, but then I didn't cap it, and I should have because we could play it again.
Is that what the person was tweeting us about? By the way, the noise. By the way, the noise Brian made at the end of Bobby's segment.
Well, I went and looked, and all I could find was that in that range of time he mentioned in the timestamp. Right. So if it's something else, I don't know. I couldn't figure out what he meant.
Well, yeah, none of us want to hear that again.
No.
Nobody.
But I kind of, the timing was perfect. That's why I liked it.
It was. I'm talking about, allergies.
Allergies over in the corner. It was amazing. I thought you did it on purpose. That's how loud it was.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Totally did. Yeah. Totally.
So these Nigerian donkey penises, officials have seized thousands of them. They were supposed to be exported to Hong Kong, according to an official in Nigeria. Sacks of the donkey male genitals were seized.
Hong Kong donkey dong.
There you go. Hong Kong donkey dong. That's a
Please,
movie.
Somebody make that a title.
Hong Kong Donkey Dong. Sacks of these things were seized at the international airport in Lagos, Nigeria's largest city, Sambo Dangamalima. I don't know. Let's see. The consignment was falsely declared. Actually, it was declared as cow male genitals.
Okay.
Which I guess is okay, but after examination, export officers discovered they were actually donkey penises.
Wow.
And the total of 16 sacks of genitals were then seized. Now, I want to know how a guy knows.
Bags of dicks. I love it.
How does that guy know the difference?
Well, yeah, right?
How does he look at it and go, oh, that's not a donkey penis. That's clearly a cow penis. How? I don't know what the difference is. Do you?
I mean, I don't, but I don't know what either of them look like. I'm sure if you put them side by side, you'd be able to tell the difference. Maybe they have a handy infographic.
What if they did like a Pepsi challenge?
Right. Oh, here's an alligator penis. Oh, here's a...
They do it like a Pepsi challenge. They put it in front of you. You have to figure out.
Right, yeah, blindfolded. Oh, this one's definitely a donkey.
Yeah, clearly a donkey. Well, anyway, that's bad. So don't. I guess also donkeys are not. What's the word? Not endangered species over there or anything. But they're running low on them because everybody's exporting them illegally. Their skins are getting out of there. This thing. Let's see. In July, Nigerian customs seized 116 grand worth of donkey skins being smuggled out to Niger. That seems crazy to me.
It does. By the way, mush potatoes, very good. A set of dick pics. That's how they tell.
Oh, it's good.
They have dick pic flashcards.
Nice.
Well done, mush potatoes.
Yeah, good job. Your potatoes.
Now get your football picks in. Jeez.
Yeah, you slacker. Here's a Las Vegas story. We like to bring those up when we can.
Yep.
A woman says that Las Vegas Metropolitan Police arrested her for being too good looking. Yeah. That's what she claims.
Sure. Okay. All right.
I mean,
yes.
she's like a okay looking lady. I mean, here, I'll bring her up.
Let me say, I got to see a photo now.
Whoops, this is the wrong link. That's Nigerian penises. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh,
Woman.
yeah. Ooh, she looks like, I can't tell if she looks like a cow penis or a donkey penis.
Yeah, it's a little up in the air. Hold on. That's a butt.
Really?
That's a butt. There she is.
I mean,
She looks fine. She looks like a normal
fine,
person, but I don't know about too good looking. Like, I don't know. That's going to be relative to who you are anyway.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's some problems here.
Yeah. She looks like the new Maria in West Side Story, that girl.
She does, yes.
A little bit. Anyway, a woman was detained for leaving the restaurant unpaid at the airport. That's why she was busted.
Ah, sure.
Hend Bustami, age 28, said Las Vegas police had harassed her because she was too good looking. Bustami walked out of a Chili's Tex-Mex restaurant in Harry Reid International Airport without paying her bill. Last Wednesday, the self-described hospitality worker was discovered napping near a security checkpoint by the police. Eventually, Bustami was apprehended at the baggage claim. The arrest record noted that she appeared intoxicated and was, quote, belligerent with the authorities. According to police, she stated she was a target of harassment because cops had, quote, never seen anyone as pretty as me.
Oh, sure. Wow.
F
New Disney
off.
villain, folks.
Yep, there she is. Vote for her for best Disney
Out of
villain.
the Chili's Tex-Mex, where all the hot people go is to the Chili's Tex-Mex
Yeah.
at Harry Reid.
Yeah, all by themselves, drunk, sleeping in a corner. That's how you know you're hot.
Cops arrested me because I'm too pretty. Let me get on my Instagram. Like everybody, the cops. Oh, I'm recording you.
Do we have? I'd love to see her full Instagram. Where? Let's see.
I'm sure. I'm sure she has one. Yes.
This website's weird. The very next story is Amber Heard reportedly offered multi-million-dollar deal to do an adult film. Isn't that just true all the time? Isn't everybody always being
all pooping in beds is going to be the thing.
Yeah, that's some people are into that, Brian. No kink shame in here, you know. Actually, you know what? If you're into
like the Chili's Tex-Mex at Las Vegas International Airport.
nothing like it.
Nothing like it.
Ga-ga.
Oh, her Instagram page is private. You
Oh,
can't see it unless we
boo.
follow her.
She probably changed it
Probably.
after this because now she's getting some notoriety you don't like, you know.
Right.
I don't think that's her bum in the top. I think that's a stock photo.
Yeah, that's a stock photo.
Okay.
Sure.
Because that's too nice of a shot of a bum, and I don't mean her bum's nice. I mean like I'm sure it's a fine bum, but the bokeh and the quality of the photo leads me to think that's not her.
It would be a very very well done photo by paparazzi or whoever. Yes,
or the cop
exactly.
involved. Like this is not a
Exactly, yes.
freaking shirt cam or something. Anyway,
Right.
final story. Now we move from Tex-Mex and an airport to Oscar Meyer hot dogs. All right, this is exciting news.
All right.
Oscar Meyer starts selling its cold dog popsicle in select cities. Yeah, let's find out if you're
Ever impatient and ever eat a cold hot dog just because you don't want to wait the time it takes to heat it up?
When I was a kid, yes.
Yeah.
Now, no.
Same
Wouldn't do
here.
it now. In fact, yesterday I took a
Nothing like a cold Oscar Meyer hot dog. Nothing like it.
The one I did yesterday was a nice beef, lean beef one that my wife gets these. I really like them. I cut it. I put little cuts in it, microwaved it. As I'm doing that, I realized, I don't have any buns or even bread. I don't have anything to put this in. So here's what I did. I took it out, and once you cook it like that with the cuts in it,
No tortilla.
No tortilla. I'm out of those too, so I would have done that.
Okay.
So I laid that out on a plate, mustard across it,
Sure.
spicy pickles all along the side of it.
Ooh, okay.
Sprinkled it with a little bit of pepper because I just like pepper on everything. And then I ate that. as if that was a normal meal to have. So that's what I did. Yeah.
Oh, you just basically had a carb-free hot dog, basically.
That's a good point. A bun-free hot dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't feel bad now.
Naked dog. You ate a naked dog.
I feel better.
I'm sure places sell that. I'm sure Pink's Hot Dogs in Vegas sells the naked dog, and it's basically any of our dogs without a bun.
I love Pink Hot. That place is great.
That is really good, yeah.
I had a chili dog there once that just about ended me. It was so good.
Ooh.
So good. Oh my gosh, guys. So good. If you ever get a chance to eat there, do it. I know they're not the only one in the country, right? They're like in New York or something, but
yeah, it's a chain.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
very good.
Over here we have Two Fisted Mario's or something. No, what is the place? We have some hot dog place. We have a place in Boulder called Mustard's Last Stand, which is a Boulder staple. It's
Love
right
that.
by the college, and it is a regular destination for students.
Do you feel pretty good about dad joke names for like
Yes,
restaurants?
for restaurants, especially hair salons, the main event, or
Yeah, the main event.
cut it out or something like that. Yeah.
Cut it out.
I don't know if there's really a hair salon called Cut It Out, but there should be.
Oh, I want to get my hair done at Cut It Out.
That's right. Yes.
Cut it off. That'd be great. Welcome to Cut It Off. How would you like your hair? That's amazing.
Yes.
Anyway, so they're selling this cold hot dog popsicle. So
Okay.
I don't know if I want this, but it's $2. You'll find it at frozen dessert company Pop Bar locations in New York City, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Long Beach, California. They said in a press release, it visibly resembles a hot dog topped with mustard and has smoky umami notes of Oscar Mayer's iconic wiener.
Ooh.
Yeah, iconic wiener.
Iconic wiener.
That's fun to say.
It is.
Let me
Nothing. Yeah.
Let me pull this up here, chat, so you can see it. These are actual just hot dogs on this main shot. Hold on, there we go. Okay, so I got a little video here. I'm not going to play the audio, but they posted some video. So yeah, it just looks like a long hot dog with fake deal on there. I'd try this. I wouldn't. I may not.
Sure.
I may not. What's the word? It's not the kind of thing I'd seek out, but as show content, I would eat one of these.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no big deal. Although I don't know how sugary it is. I'm trying to avoid that stuff.
Oh yeah, probably. You'd think it'd be like you'd think that this thing wouldn't have to have sugar in it, but ew.
Oh, it does, baby. It does. What does umami mean? Is that like
That's the sixth flavor type, right? So you have sweet, salty, sour, bitter. Sweet, salty, sour, bitter. It's like the taste of soy sauce or mushrooms or something. It's like an indescribable, or it didn't fit into any of the other categories, so they said umami.
Okay. And Claire agrees with you on the mushrooms, which
fifth type? No, there's got to be six. Wasn't there five?
Are there five or
maybe not.
Miso?
Sweet, salty, bitter,
slimy?
slimy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think it's slimy, guys. Could be right. No, Claire, I agree with you on the mushrooms. Like, I love mushrooms, so maybe I'd like this if it's got hints of that, because I like mushrooms a lot. I could eat mushrooms any time of the day, any prepared way. Doesn't matter.
So it really is the fifth. Yeah, sweet, salty, bitter, sour, and umami.
Moist.
Moist.
The chat is the worst source of information of all time.
They really are. You guys.
Anyway, this is the thing. You have to get it in those places. Let's see. And this is what they said, because there was a lot of reaction, of course, because that's what they're aiming for here. It says, after the overwhelming fan excitement for our beloved cold dog, it was a no-brainer to make this dog-inspired frozen pop a reality, says Ann Field, head of North American brand communications for Oscar Meyer. Or Myers, how we're supposed to say it.
Meyer.
Said in a statement, for more than 130 years. Are you kidding me? Jeez. Oscar Meyer has been sparking smiles and bringing levity into everyday moments, and we're thrilled to bring fans another wonderful, odd way to enjoy our iconic wiener while beating the summer heat. They could have aired that and said, enjoy beating your wiener while enjoying the iconic heat.
Right, exactly. Thrilling the summer heat or something. Yes.
Anyway, we'll try it, but you all got to send us one. Then we'll see.
I don't know how they're going to do it, because it has to be frozen. So it's like they got to pack it in dry ice or something.
Oh, good point. Maybe I just have to. Well, it's not locally here, so I don't know how we'll get it. If these
Right,
get
that's
around,
right. We'd have to go to New York, Atlanta, New Orleans, or Long Beach.
yeah, frozen wieners will have to wait. Everybody. But Tom Merritt waits for no man. He's coming up next right after this music break, and because it's Wednesday, and that's what we do on Wednesdays. So stick around. Hey Brian, why don't you play us a song so we can do that?
Sure. Well, that beekeeper in England also had to feed the hungry bee, which just happens to be the name of today's Indie in the Middle song. A band called Pink Frost from Chicago. Their first album in 5 years, which is coming out. It is called, I think that the album itself is called Feed the Hungry Bee, I think. Did he even say the name of the album? I can't remember or can't find it. Anyway, these guys, like before I even heard their influences, I felt like they sounded like early Smashing Pumpkins, and then I read through their press release. Yeah, they're definitely one of the influences. From Chicago, here's Pink Frost, Feed the Hungry Bee.
Kataro? Hello? Don't be a jerk, okay?
I like Poon.
This is the morning stream. That's some sweet weed, man.
All right, we're back. Hey, who was that? One more time.
That's the band Pink Frost, not Pink Frosting, but just Pink Frost with their song "Feed the Hungry Bee."
That's hilarious. We had stories about we talked bees.
Yeah.
We talked about pink
Food,
food. Yeah, and the pink brand corn hot dogs. Wow.
Yeah, right. All right, look at that. It all comes together.
I don't even know what to
make
say
one
about
big-
that. Insane.
Crazy.
Oh crap! I added Tom to the wrong group. Hold on a second.
Oops.
Such an idiot. I was talking to Nicole.
Hey, Tom, enjoy being part of our Recomentals group.
Yeah, you'll enjoy the hell out of that. Okay, here he comes.
Nothing like it.
Nothing like it. I'll tell you what nothing's like. Nothing's like this right here.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
A man who's probably thrilled that the Apple keynote is finally over. It's Tom Merritt, everybody, here to talk some tech this morning. Hello, Tom.
Just ended. Yeah.
Oh, we got Robot Tom. Listen to that. You sound like a USB robot man.
Well, that's weird.
It is weird. It's old school. It's like the old, I don't know. It felt like early MacBook Pros always did this. Whoa. That was awesome.
Wow.
I don't even know what to make of that. Here, you know what?
I don't either, but
I'm going to
more
play
of
it
it.
so you can hear that. Listen to this, Tom. Listen to how you sounded.
Any different now?
Sounds
No,
the
still
same.
the same. Maybe
All
disconnect and rejoin.
Oh, there he goes. He'll rejoin us. He'll come back. There he is. He's back. Say something again.
Say something again.
Oh, it's the same.
No.
Drunk robot.
Quit out of Discord and relaunch.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe
just
that'll
keep going
do
up
it.
the chain until we get.
Yeah, this is the pyramid way of troubleshooting.
Yep.
We know how to do this. We've done this before.
That's
We'll
right.
do it again. Okay, here he comes. Let's try this one. See if this worked.
I.
Oh, you're working now. Now
there
you're
it is.
good.
Perfectly fine.
Sounds
See?
great. So that wasn't you after all.
Turning it off and turning it on again. Never
Pretty
fails.
much.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Well, look, you do a tech segment here on Wednesdays. Why not have a tech moment of trouble? You know, why not?
It never ceases to entertain me when people I work close with, and I mean everyone, every single person I work with gets really frustrated that a piece of software isn't working. I'm like, they never work. They always bugs.
Yeah.
What did you do? You expect software to always work perfectly? No,
Yeah.
of course not.
No, if you've got that in your head, oh man, I got bad news for everybody who thinks that way.
I got over being frustrated with software not working years ago. Except, I mean, I get frustrated when I need it to work urgently.
Yeah.
You know, I get, but I don't get surprised.
No,
I guess is what I'm saying.
That's the kick. Well, today we're not surprised at all that you're here because that's what you do on Wednesdays. You come on here, we talk about the tech you're scouring around the internet today because today is the day of the tech news show. It's every day. It's not just today, but I'm on today, so that makes it special. Damn it. Tom Merritt, what are you digging around and seeing in your eyeballs today?
Well, the iPhone 14 and 14 Pro reviews are out of NDA, so you can look all around the internet and find clever headline writers saying the iPhone 14 more like the 13s. because apparently it's not that much different. The 14 Pro gets a little bit better treatment. People are very into the dynamic island and the 48 megapixel camera and all that. But this really is a talk in the TikTok cycle of upgrades. So unless you need a new phone, or you've been waiting for 3 or 4 years to upgrade, and you're ready to accumulate all the updates that have happened in the intervening years, if you're on a 13, you definitely do not need the 14. The only reason I would go from a 13 to 14 is if you bought into that plan, which I think you do, Scott, where you can just upgrade every year. And
I did, but I'm in a weird position right now because I have a 12 and I skipped the 13 thinking that the 13 didn't seem like that big of a jump to me from the 12, which it really wasn't. And I had a Pro Max 12. And so far that I can tell, with very few exceptions, I'm not doing much differently. It doesn't have that dynamic Dolby hoo-ha camera thing, but I didn't really feel like I need that
Dynamic
anyway.
Island?
No, not that. That's the hot new. I cannot wait for the new season of Dynamic Island on Bravo.
What notification will get dismissed from Dynamic
That's
Island?
right. Hopefully all of them. But I just didn't see a giant jump for the 13, so I actually waited. And so now technically, as of like a couple of weeks ago, I now fully own the phone and I'm off the thing.
Yeah.
And I'm unsure whether I should even care about the 14 because it sounds like it really isn't that big of a jump. I guess the Pro Max is a jump, but
are you on the subscription plan where you have to keep paying, or are you just on the I paid it off and now I can stop paying?
I'm on the thing where you have the option to do either. So I could have at a year said get the new phone and I just keep paying.
Yeah.
Or if I go the full 2 years, it pays off and then I can reignite it if I want to. Or do a different way of doing it, but it kind of works either way, which I like. It's flexible, and I don't feel like
if you don't have to keep paying, and you're fine with the phone you have, I'd keep it.
Yeah, sit this one out.
I'm getting a new phone because I want a bigger screen. I've been doing a lot more video and stuff, so I want that larger screen. But otherwise, I wouldn't. If I didn't need the new screen,
I'm going from the 12 Pro to the 14 Pro Max. I want the.
I'm going to the Pro Max.
My eyes are not as good as they used to be.
So it's a total of
that too. Yeah, absolutely.
It's 6.7 inches is the new one versus whatever this was.
And that's close enough to the old Nexus 7 tablet I used to love to read on.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, you know what? It'd be nice. They basically have a bezel-less Nexus 7 as my phone.
Damn it. Now I kind of want it for the size. I mean, I did wait a year, so...
Don't succumb to peer pressure.
Give me commission, Apple. I sold him.
I don't know. I do like larger stuff. Larger screens, I'm all big on.
Let me give you my commission, my Apple...
Use
this URL when you order scan.
Yeah.
It was about 6 months ago that I started to realize, you know what? I really do want the larger screen because I have the small screen.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, it'd be dumb to get it now. Let me wait till they announce a new phone. So I was kind of going to get the new phone's bigger screen no matter what they did.
Sure.
I am looking forward to living on Dynamic Island.
Yeah, Dynamic Island looks like a beautiful place with magical things happening. And what I'm annoyed about is, the 15 or whatever next year's phone is, they'll have it all the way across the line, including probably the SEs. They're all going to get the stupid island.
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But this year it's like,
there's going to be big chip advancements. I feel like the 15 has a good chance to have some major steps forward, but none of these have the big step forwards that they had in the early days, because those were the early days. They were inventing the category. Now it's we talked about this on DTNS a while back last week, but now it's like new model cars, right? They're always going to put out a new one so that when you need a new car, there's lots of cool new stuff that you didn't have in your car, but they're not putting new stuff in order to make you upgrade every year.
Right.
They know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, and it's like PCs or anything else, right? We're there. That's where you hit the top of that curve, and then you just sort of maintain, you iterate, and you don't. There's no giant leaps. We're done with that.
Yeah. The Sector 7 nails it. I hope the 15 has USB-C. That is the one drawback to this one, is that just want one charging cable that I can use for everything.
Yeah.
Instead of having to keep a lightning cable. Yeah.
I don't know this for sure, Brian, but my suspicion is the reason we don't have USB-C in this model iPhone is because they had a bunch of parts ordered, and they didn't want, in this world of parts shortages, to switch over to USB-C and leave all that on the table. So they're like, you know what? Let's just use those lightning parts.
Those
or
last
run
bits
through
of
them.
lightning cable parts that we still have.
Yeah.
That's my guess anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Well, I'm now thinking about it because of the size. Damn it, you guys ruined me.
Claragac, get a Pixel is not an answer any more than saying to you, get an iPhone so you don't have a blue bubble would be an answer.
Agreed.
Right.
If you want a Pixel, get a Pixel.
Yeah, get a Pixel.
It's a wonderful phone.
Yeah, it's a great phone. If I was getting an Android phone, I would totally get a Pixel. That'd be the one I'd get. But yeah, look, USB-C is awesome. I bought some noise isolating headphones to test for some gaming stuff for the gaming show, just to like do a review. And I got these Anchors that I wanted to try, and I really like them, but they still use the freaking micro USB connector, and I'm so annoyed by that. It's not even that big a deal. Like, it's fine. I got 1 million of those. I can charge it, no problem. It's not a big deal. But I want my world to be USB-C everywhere. All things across the board. I don't want any more weird half-measure standards. I don't want little tiny connectors that break. I want that sturdy, perfect little thing that is. That's what I want.
And I want Florence Pugh in all my movies and USB in all my devices.
Damn straight. Damn straight.
Sector 7 points out that the EU rule to require USB-C looks like it's going to pass. So by sometime next year, probably in Europe, they'll have to put a USB-C charger in the iPhone if that goes through. So. So that may be another reason why they're burning through those lightning ports while they can still sell them in Europe.
Because you're absolutely right. When they get to that point, if they're forced to do that in a large region, they'll do it everywhere. Like that'll just be the change.
And they'll be able to sell the phones that have a lightning port already made. Europe is the way Europe wrote the law. They won't have to like trash them. They're going to make as many with lightning as they can before that rule goes into place.
Yep. Well, there you go. Do we know anything about like early sales or anything? Is it going okay for this iteration? I mean, not that Apple needs that much help, but
I have not seen any numbers. No.
Okay. Just curious if they're doing okay. Interesting. They include a USB-C to lightning cable. Oh, so they're kind of halfway there.
Because the wall wart has been USB-C for a long time. It's only lightning on the phones.
I didn't get so my 12 was just straight 2.0.
USB.
Yeah, USB to that. So I didn't realize they were doing that now.
USB-A or whatever it's called. Yeah.
That's not a selling point, but it's at least interesting. All right. Well, we'll see what I do. I'm kind of annoyed that
I'm hoping to get a FireWire cable.
Yeah. Bring that back, man. Let's get it back. Let's get that going. I'm in. I'm all in. Tom Merritt, anything else going on in your technical world or otherwise that you'd like folks at home to hear?
Indeed. If you are a fan of me trying to explain cryptocurrency topics to Scott, you're going to want to be watching today's Daily Tech News Show because something called the Ethereum Merge will be happening this evening, at least this evening as we're recording this. It is changing Ethereum from proof of work, which is the one that uses all the energy, to proof of stake, which basically doesn't need to use any more energy than normal computing operations do. It's a big deal because they're trying to switch an entire blockchain that is very heavily used from one way of working to another. So I'm going to explain a little bit about what's going to happen, what proof of stake is, and what could or could not be the fallout from this, and why Scott should care, and Sarah. So check that out on dailytechnewsshow.com.
I'm excited to be on there today, so watch for today's live show as well. Tom Merritt, everybody. It is Ace Detect on Twitter if you're looking for him. Tom, have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks,
see you, Tom.
Bye now. Oh, I forgot this is up. Here we go. Okay. All right, strap in, everyone.
All right, tuck in, everybody.
Yeah, it's Recomentals time, and you know what that means. It means Scott is slow. Hold on a second. Randy Deluxe, there he is, and Nicole Spagnolo. Boink, add, create group. Here they come. They're rolling in like hot fries. That doesn't make sense. Made that up. Here we go. Here's their thing right here. It's time for Recomentals. We take stuff we've seen on streaming services and we recommend them to you here in the listening TMS audience. Randy Jordan's joining us right now. Hello, Randy.
Good morning stream. How are you? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Oh, good.
I had breakfast with Brian on Friday, and it was fantastic.
It was fantastic. It was a diner that might as well have had a server with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Yeah, I love that.
Such fun.
I love the idea that you two were there in that kind of diner. There's something perfect about that. I don't know what it is, why that works so well, but men of a certain age, diner of a certain type.
The funny thing to me is that we met up for breakfast in Anaheim, California the day after the Queen died. And it's like all I wanted to talk about. And I don't know why. It's all I wanted to talk about.
Oh, really?
I felt bad for you guys because it was like I couldn't stop talking about the royal family.
Well, they're rest in peace, old lady. Hey, look who else is with us. It's Nicole Spag joining us also today for Recomentals. Hi, Nicole. Welcome back.
Hi. I'm a little crazy right now. Is it possible that I could go first?
100%.
I have to leave at 11:30.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, you can go first. You
course.
always
Go.
You get
It's Ava's birthday. I got
Oh,
I got too much on my plate.
that's
so
adorable
it's either
though. I love that.
Try to squeeze this in and trying to do it all. I'm just
I
failing at it
feel
all.
you.
Of course.
I feel you.
Of course.
Well, I'm gonna pull yours up. Yours is in the form of a video. How long do you want this to go? Do you have is there a set cut off for this? I hate when I cut off too early.
Just play like a minute of it, I guess. I don't
All
know. You'll figure it out.
All right. Here, watch this,
I'm
everybody.
gonna trust you to figure it out.
I'm gonna figure this out. Here we go. This is your clip. Here we go. I still haven't watched this.
That should have been much worse. Oi, Stephen, what the hell are we wearing? I don't know. She said I needed a suit. Yeah, the ceremonial armor from Concha's temple, not Psycho Colonel Sanders. Well, I don't know how any of this shit works, man. I do look sharp, though. All right, where is the scarab? Scarabs? Oh, what's this? What are these little poles for? Pretty cool, actually.
So this looks like Moon Knight, yeah?
This
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah.
It is Moon Knight. Mark and I watched it. I think there's like 6 episodes, and it was just such a refreshing take on a superhero and the complexities of this character. You heard, am I giving it away by
No, I don't think
talking
so.
about Stephen Grant?
Giving it away.
No, you're fine. I think it's
Stephen
also been long
so
enough
you heard
that
Stephen Grant, and
Yeah.
then you heard what's his name?
Mark Spector.
Mark. Yeah.
Mark, yeah, the guy named after the guy with the same name as your husband. That guy.
Well, and I think he spells it the same way too, because we always watch everything with subtitles.
Yeah, it's with a C. Yeah.
So I was like, "Hey, it's your name."
Yeah. Nice.
This is I love it. I can't wait for another season of it.
Yeah.
I love Egyptian the Egyptian gods and learning more about them. I mean, I don't know how much of it takes from actual lore. I'm guessing quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I love this idea that the gods still exist among us, and they have these avatars, human avatars that kind of live within. And that's kind of the premise of this, and you get to see his character develop.
Sure,
it's fairly faithful to the comics. Like I always, with these things, I always kind of like wave my hand around while saying that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
Luke Cage was fairly faithful to the comics, but it's not really. You know, like it can't do. Moon Knight can't do what the comics did because there's a lot of really weird crap, especially in the
it is so weird.
The comic kind of flipped the amount of Mark Spector versus Stephen Grant that you see. Like Moon Knight primarily in the comics was Mark Spector, and Stephen Grant was like a little bit, and the third guy was a little bit, but you were more focused on Mark Spector than you were on Stephen Grant.
I know in the 80s, the comic felt like Batman, Marvel Batman's what it felt like to me.
Yeah, very much. It was schizophrenic Marvel Batman, basically.
Yeah. And the schizophrenia didn't feel like it I mean, obviously it was there, but it didn't feel like a major focus in that particular era. Does the show, because I haven't watched the show yet, does the show really, I assume it really leans hard into the schizophrenia stuff, or, the two personalities?
Well, the journey they take you on is to kind of figure it all out. You're figuring it out kind of with Steven as he's going through all of this.
Sure.
You're like, what? I don't really understand what's going on.
Because this is
so
all
you just
origin.
gotta stick with it, and eventually they get to a place where you understand what's happening, and it sets it up. And Ethan Hawke is in this. I forgot to
Yes,
mention.
he is. And isn't he having a moment?
He is having a moment. Yeah, I recommended the Black Phone a few weeks ago. He was crazy in that. He is having a moment. He's great.
We're basically in a time when you just need to watch anything Ethan Hawke is in right now.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah.
But that's funny you say the chat says that he's doing a great job as a villain, and I'm like, is he the villain? Like, that's what is so cool about this show, that I'm even second guessing everything that is presented to me, and I'm like, is that real? Is this what's going on? Like, it really messes with you and what you traditionally think of, like, a story arc and good versus evil, and that's why I like it so much. I think it's so different.
Some of the best villains are villains who don't know they're villains, right? They have a certain belief in a certain thing that they're following, and it makes it probably a lot more fun as an actor to play somebody like that, because you just believe in your convictions, and you don't have to be like, I'm twisting your mustache, I'm gonna take over the world.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a fun character to play.
Have you guys I just assumed you guys had already recommended it.
I hadn't. No, I think just because everybody knew that the second it came out, I'd watch it. So there was really no point in me recommending it.
Yeah, we talked about it a bunch, though.
I
I felt like we had a lot of back and forth about it. I know Steven talked about it a bunch on his segment. So yeah, we definitely discussed it. But it was one of those where I was really excited in the beginning because I just thought, man, Moon Knight, I loved that comic when I was a kid. I want to see this. And then for whatever reason, I just could never be motivated to see it. But I don't know. You sound like you really liked it. Yeah.
The thing is about this one is that unlike Hawkeye and Ms. Marvel and some of the other recent ones, there's no connections to existing characters in the MCU that I can think of. Yeah, I mean, you basically you don't get any sort of like, oh, here's a cameo from Wong, or here's a here's this and that. It's so it feels like a nice self-contained. Obviously, it takes place in the MCU, but it feels like a nice self-contained story.
Yeah, I like that.
And then
Wong,
you go, how are they gonna bring that in?
Yeah.
Like,
I do like how Wong is like he's the John Ratzenberger for Pixar that for Marvel, and I actually really like that. But it is interesting that Moon Knight decided to just skirt all that, like not have a foot directly in the continuity. And I don't know what that means for the future of the character. Like, does it mean that this was a one-off and they're done? Are they doing a second season? I guess I haven't heard.
They are doing a second season.
They haven't officially announced it yet, but all signs are pointing to there being a second season of. I thought for sure that would be one of the announcements at D23, but there wasn't. They did have all the costumes there, so there was a Marvel display, and they had costumes from Moon Knight and Thor: Love and Thunder, and like lots of really, really cool close-up time with the costumes.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Well, there you go. It's Moon Knight, available now on Disney Plus. Yep. So get in there and get it done. I heard him swear. He said shit, and that made me go, oh, it's Disney Plus. We got the shit in there. Nice job. I like that.
Yeah. Got the shit in there.
Yeah, well done.
And he normally doesn't cuss. That's the funny thing about Steven. Like, what's the actor's name?
Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac.
Oh my God. He really makes Steven into his own thing. And I miss Steven when he's not there. Like, I just love it. I love it.
That's great.
Boy, Oscar Isaac, he's really having a moment, isn't
he? He absolutely is, yes.
Yeah, he seems to also be having a moment.
Nicole, I want to know what flavor birthday cake you're going to be eating today.
She loves chocolate birthday cake.
Nice.
Me too.
Wow.
That's the only
It's
answer.
a pirate theme.
Okay.
She
all
is
right.
in love with sea shanties and has requested a pirate theme.
That's awesome.
That's
That is the
amazing.
best.
Where is she getting her sea shanties? Just curious. Like, how does she?
That I don't know. I think where did she hear it at first? Oh, because Mark will put on. He likes Flogging Molly and those types of bands.
Sure.
Oh.
And so the Wellerman song
Oh, this
kind
one.
of gets put in there, and she just wants to hear it over and over.
There
and over
once
again,
was a ship
so.
that put to sea. The
This is the
name
one?
of the ship was a belly of tea.
Everyone loves that one.
That's it's the theme of the day.
Well, nice. Did you?
right.
You want to bail? That's the end
I'm
of Nicole.
gonna bail
everybody.
right now.
Yeah. Tell her
I'll
happy
catch
birthday from her Recomentals buddies.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Congratulations to her. She's an awesome kid. We'll see you soon. Bye now, Nicole. All right, Brian. We're gonna do you next.
Yeah, let's do it, Brian.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your setup
All right.
here? What do you got?
This is a series. I'm going to say that I canceled AMC Plus, but I still had like 24 days left on it. So I'm like, all right, well, let's do a little search on what is regarded really well on AMC Plus, and I found this.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm very excited
It's
to
a
hear
series.
it. Here you go.
Yeah.
My deepest condolences for your loss. Finn was a great man, an excellent business partner.
We know who the shooter was. A traveler kid. My men are looking.
You've got trouble with these people.
Nothing to warrant killing him.
That's not good. Man of Finn's standing should not be that easy to take out. Your organization is weak somewhere.
What are you saying?
First they come for you. Now someone has got to your business partner. Me. My shipment was hit yesterday.
I gave an order that no one moves any dope until I find the killer. It obviously didn't reach you.
If you impose an embargo, you'll start a war.
A war was started when my father was shot.
Oh, you've got his temper. Believe me, if they were to kill my son, I would wipe out their bloodline.
Wow, Free Range, or who was it? Yeah, Free Rangers in the chat got it. This is a show called Gangs of London. Premiered in 2020 on Sky TV. AMC Plus got it, and there's a second season in the process, in the works, that comes out in November. Think Peaky Blinders, but set in a modern age in London. And you even get the guy who plays Tommy Shelby, Joe Cole, who plays John Shelby in Peaky Blinders, the little brother who you hear right there. Colmini is the leader of this family, the head of this family, Finn Wallace.
I'm in already. You just did it. You just convinced me to watch the entire show.
Oh, and wait till I tell you a little more even.
All right.
He's the father of this family, and this crime empire. His son takes a leadership role. This guy that you just heard, Joe Cole, and his wife, Michelle Fairley, who you know as Caitlin Stark.
I like her.
Yes. There's the Wallace family, there's the Dumani family, and then there's the police. Holy cow. It took me one episode to fall in love with this show, but then it took me like 3 or 4 episodes to decide whose side I was on, which I love. I love like that it doesn't just say, oh, well, here are the good guys. Here's who you should be rooting for. Here's who you should like. It's like, no, it takes you a while to decide like, ooh, I think I'm on their side. It's not black and white.
Interesting.
This is on AMC Plus. However, you can get you can watch the first episode for free on Amazon Prime and decide if you like it before you make any commitments. I promise you, thanks to a scene that takes place in a bar, it'll make you really quickly decide if it's the show for you. It's a lot more violent than Peaky Blinders.
What? I'm sorry. It's
more violent than Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I'll say it again.
so more violent then? More violent. Okay.
More violent than
All right.
Peaky Blinders.
This thing is also streaming on Amazon Prime, and I know that because it gets suggested to me all the time.
The first episode is. You can watch the first episode for free there, but
okay, all right.
Yeah.
I got the impression from the offering that it has a bunch of women in it, like prominently women are in this thing, and like that's what made it look very different than Peaky Blinders to me. Peaky Blinders is a bunch of men doing very gruesome things to other men.
Sure.
And so I'm surprised that you're saying it's more violent. Like, what?
Yeah, it's I mean, I'd say it's boy, it's still like an 80%, 75% male fronted show. The Caitlin Stark character is very prominent, just like in Peaky Blinders. You've got Tommy Shelby's mother is very prominent in the show. His sister, and then there's in the Dumani family, there's Shannon, who is very, very prominent. Don't go in there thinking that it's going to be men and women doing horrible things to each other in Peaky Blinders style. It's still going to be, it's still male dominated, but I think the women do definitely play a bigger role than they do in Peaky Blinders for sure.
Interesting.
It's man, there's Sope Dorisu. I don't know. He's a British actor from Nigeria. He's, made his film debut in 2016 with Sandcastle Criminal and The Huntsman Winter's War. I've never seen any of those, but now I want to see anything this guy is in. He is so good. And I won't say anything more about his character or his role in the whole storyline than that. But this is a show that I couldn't wait to watch the next episode. I was always eagerly waiting to watch the next episode.
Well, it sounds like my jam. I love
This
British,
is totally your jam.
British mob movie type stuff, like early. I can't think of his name, but Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Guy Ritchie,
Guy Ritchie movies.
Yeah,
love that kind of stuff. So you convinced me at Colmini, and I'll stay for everything else. That sounds great.
For sure, he's so good. Yeah,
that's what it takes, because it looks like he's not in all episodes, right?
I love this side of him, though.
Sprinkled in.
He's
looking at the credits.
He's very prominent, but yes, I won't say he's in every episode.
Oh, interesting.
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
And also looking at the credits, it looks like a bunch of people who were in his Dark Materials.
Oh, maybe.
So
really?
Maybe
cool.
Maybe there's some cohesion between.
Huh. Yeah, the director was somebody that I hadn't heard of before. Gareth Evans.
Some kind of showrunner, maybe shared showrunners or something.
Maybe, maybe there's some sort of other connection there for sure. A producer or something. But go watch the first episode for free on Amazon Prime. Decide if you like it or not. Decide if I showed it to Tina. Basically, I showed the one scene that I described to Tina, and she's like, "Yeah, no, you can watch this one without me. I'm fine."
Yeah, no. My favorite response.
I get that a lot here at home.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
So watch it. Watch that first episode for free, and then you can decide. Oh yeah, this is definitely worth me paying $5 to get AMC Plus for a month or whatever it costs. $7.
Very cool. It sounds like my jam. Also, it's interesting. I keep hearing there's a bunch of little shows happening on AMC that are really excellent, but are so overshadowed by Saul at the moment.
Yeah.
That once things clear, people will be like, "Oh yeah, right. There's these other 6 shows that are amazing on AMC, and I gotta watch them."
I'm so excited for the next season of which is currently being shown, the second season of Kevin Can F Himself, because once you get past the gimmick of sometimes she's in a sitcom and sometimes she's in a one camera drama. It's a Murphy from what's her face first name from
Brittany Murphy from not Brittany Murphy
not Brittany Murphy. That's what Murphy. I kept thinking too.
Yeah,
from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, Annie Murphy's awesome. Everyone
Annie Murphy, thank you.
Yeah.
She is fantastic in this, and this is a showcase of her amazing range. Amazing range.
Amazing range.
Yeah, so that's kind of a secondary recommendal. I've recommended Kevin Kneff himself, but if you pick up AMC Plus after Gangs of London, you're like, all right, what else should I watch? That's a great follow-up.
Yep. I'm putting up on the screen her flipping off that security camera. It's one of my favorite things.
It's from right there from that show.
It's so good. All right. Well done. I'll go next, and then Randy, we're going to have you round us up today.
Sweet.
My clip is as follows. I will tell you it's animated. I will tell you it just came out, and it's tied to a video game. Here it is.
What happened? Didn't I tell you to get the upgrade?
Yeah, Doc's damn fault gave me a fully borked drive.
You tried to get around the system, didn't you? Now it'll cost us 10 times more.
Sorry.
If it's something you gotta apologize for, maybe don't do it in the first place, eh?
Said you didn't have the eddies when I asked, so...
I was waiting for payday. You know we don't got that kind of cash just lying around. Can't you sit still a minute?
Okay, that sounds like an anime to you? Well, you'd be correct.
It totally does, yeah.
Definitely that kind of dialogue. This is Cyberpunk Edgerunners, which is a... Let's see, how many episodes did they do? 10? Yeah. 10-episode Netflix series that just landed. It's a little bit of a cheat.
Yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday, right? I've only had time to watch 2 episodes, and I feel strongly enough to recommend this to the right people, because this is not going to be for everyone. It is animated. It is absolutely 100%, 1,000% not for kids. Okay, do not put your 5-year-old in front of this. 1,000%, because it is really violent. There are the sexy moments as well that you may take issue with your younger children, and it is not holding back in any of those departments. Cyberpunk, the video game, which is finally a very fine playable game after a rough launch, is the background for all of this, and that game's based on the tabletop world created a long time ago in the 80s, and it's very true to that. The sort of dialogue and the way people talk to each other, and everyone's hacking into everything and getting body modifications that give them cyber implants and all this sort of stuff. All of those things that you think of Cyberpunk, they're all in here. This also coincides with some DLC that landed on the game itself, called the Edgerunners DLC. It's free. I haven't gotten to any of that content, so I can't tell you if that stuff's any good. But I can tell you that let's put it this way. If you like action-oriented, gnarly anime with a lot of violent action and a lot of just like intense visuals and really great animation, this is for you. I don't want to shock anybody, but once again, in terms of like voice acting, your number one cast member here is Giancarlo Esposito, who is in all things all the time now.
Yeah.
His job is to be in all things.
Fine with me.
Yeah, it's fine with me too.
His job is provide a scary voice.
That's right. It is it hits the ground running pretty hard. Some other people you might know, like Matthew Mercer's in it. He does voices for everything, so that's probably not a shock. Nobody else really. It's a lot of voice actors you've never heard of, and it's really cool. So if you're into it, then you'll like it. How does it compare to Arcane, says Win Magus? I would say it's nothing like Arcane. Arcane is how do I put Arcane?
Arcane is an epic.
Yeah, that's not what this is. This is like loud in your face, go go go. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a different kind of approach. It's like saying, what's the difference between Mad Max and I don't know, the King's Speech. The King's Speech.
That's right.
Does it feel like a long form series based on a Love, Death, and Robots style?
Oh,
is
good
it episodic?
Question. It is episodic for sure.
Oh, it is episodic. Okay.
I mean, there's 10 episodes, and they're not. It's not episodic in the sense that it's like Star Trek, where there's a different villain
anthology.
every week.
It's right. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's just a normal show. I mean, it's a show about certain characters, and you follow them all the way through.
Sure.
But to compare it, I think it's actually fair to compare it to Love, Death, and Robots in terms of just the style and the kind of like gusto of it. It very much feels like maybe this could have been one of those shorts, and then they expanded it, sort of thing.
Evolved it into a full show. Okay.
You don't have to know the game to enjoy it. You don't have to watch this to enjoy the game. They're they stand on their own pretty well. There is some crossover, and apparently more than that in the game when I get to the DLC. I don't know yet, but I'm in the middle of playing the game, so I'm kind of in the mood for this stuff. And I quite liked it. So if you like heavy action anime, which is kind of the only anime I do like, then this is recommended. It's in English, although there may be other language stuff included, but it's made for English audiences, much as the video game is, and it's really good. So check it out.
I just want to pick a little bit more at the how violent or gruesome it is, because the only thing I know about this is that some Republican Congress critter a few days ago tweeted or posted somewhere that they were outraged because there was an ad for this that their kids saw.
Yeah.
And they're just, how dare, you know? And like that made me really want to see this.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, like how dare, like how violent, you know,
pretty violent. I mean, lots of close-up bullets to the head, a lot of, virtual reality ladies having sex, topless, this and that, dudes shredding each other with implants, and they really lean into the world. I think it's weird that anybody would see an anime that is clearly rated for adults. Like, they don't make any they're not trying to trick kids into seeing this. But that just tells me whoever that is that you saw has never seen anime before.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's kind of a constant in our culture wars.
Yeah, it's real dumb. But yeah, the fact that there's anyone has a problem with it's just because they're not paying attention to modern culture. But the bottom line is it isn't for kids at all, and I wouldn't recommend this for kids. I think it's a little too dark, a little too hard, a little too all that stuff. But if you can handle that stuff and you're into just kind of the cyberpunk vibe, which I definitely am, I love that motif. It's a bunch of that, and it's pretty cool.
Right on.
Cool.
All right, so Randy, let's get to yours.
Yeah, let's have our after dinner dessert. And I sent you a clip from something that I watched. I watched for a very good reason, but it's something I think everyone has seen. We've all seen. You need to rewatch it, and you need to rewatch it soon. And you're gonna hear about why very quickly after you listen to this clip again from something that you've seen for sure.
Enjoy.
Don't go near it. We don't know where it's been.
But Dad, it's a baby. It's not like us.
No, it's not an Elwyn. Looks like a Daikini baby.
What's a daikini?
Daikinis are big, giants who live far away.
Oh, she's so cute. Can't we keep it, Dada?
No. We'll push it downstream and forget we ever saw it. Come on.
That sounds like Willow to me.
It does. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we got our first full trailer for the upcoming Willow sequel series yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's a real good trailer. It makes it just look like this is going to be a must watch for our entire generation and others perhaps. And that made me realize, you know what? If you're going to watch Willow the movie from 40 years ago, you should do that. I'm sorry, 35 years ago. You should do that now. Don't wait to do your pre-watch of the old movie until November. Watch it now, so then you can have it, but then you can have some time so that it feels properly aged to you. Because like this movie has some rough edges, like it's great, it's wonderful to revisit, but I will bet you if you do watch the old movie right before watching the new series, it's going to look really bad. So watch it now. This is my recommendation.
Give it some time for the visuals to dissipate from your memory, but the storyline to still be fresh.
So I have a weird relationship with Willow in that I didn't like it in theaters. I didn't like it at all. Actually, I thought it was.
Oh, really?
I thought it was bad, and I don't know why. I mean, it was just the mood I was in. I don't know, what were we, 16, 15, whenever that came out.
Yeah.
And I just always went, ugh, Willow, don't care. But something about the trailer and the new content coming, the new series based on Willow, for some reason I'm like back in because I want to see what that is, and I love that it's Warwick Davis after all these years, and I don't know,
and
just
Joanne Whalley.
Yeah, Joanne Whalley, that's right. So that's all cool, and I do kind of want to get into that, and so I've had this question: should I watch Willow the movie again? And maybe you'll convince me.
I think the answer is yes, and Maybe we do it for Couch Party this week.
I went through it. That's awesome idea. I won't be watching it twice this week, but I looking at it yesterday, I was just really amazed at how timeless a lot of it is. There's some of it that's rough. I'm telling you, it's got a little rough, but a lot of it is just like, oh, this movie's going to look good 100 years from now and sound good and so on. And I really, really appreciate that. We learned with the full trailer yesterday that Christian Slater is in the new series. We don't know anything about that. It's been like hidden, so to speak, up until yesterday. And like they don't even have a character name for him or how many episodes he's in.
He'll just be standing around. Rami Malek will talk to him, but he's not actually there. That's how that'll go. He's just a robot, a Mr. Robot, if you will. Right. That's interesting. I didn't know he was in it either, but I don't know. There's something about knowing that they're going to approach this with like fresh budget, fresh effects. We live in a time where everything can look good and not stop motion garbage. Like, I don't know. For some reason, I think Willow is going to work.
Yeah, I do too. And if I'm just making guesses here about the upcoming series, but based on this full-length trailer we saw yesterday, it looks like the Val Kilmer sort of like fighter rogue who is the sort of main character is this time is going to be a character played by Amar Shada Patel, and like he got a ton of screen time in the trailer. And I'm excited about that because he's a very interesting, very dynamic actor. But again, we don't know anything. You see and hear a lot of Amar Shada Patel in this trailer. That excites me.
When is that series done? It's close, right? Aren't we getting there?
It's coming out in November.
November. Yeah. Okay, so this year. Interesting. Well, there you go then. Willow. I guess the original Willow's on Disney Plus. That's where you saw it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The original is on Disney Plus. It's they really, really good transfer. That's something that we don't talk about very often because they're usually just perfectly competent, but I was amazed at how good it looks. It looks really good.
Yeah, of all the streaming services, I have to say, I don't know if this is just me, maybe it is, or maybe there's a reason for this, but I feel like Disney Plus's color depth and older, especially some of their older stuff where I don't even know if they have to do any work on them or whatever, but for whatever reason, their stuff just looks better than I see on some of the other services. And I don't know why that is. It's not like it's all in 4K or something. It's just something. And somebody used to work at Twit. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Anyway, TV expert guy was saying something on Twitter about how Disney's doing something specific with their streaming tech that makes everything look better. I don't know what it was, but everything over there looks a little better than it should, which I like. I think it's really nice. Fantastic.
I had a pun. I missed my pun.
Oh, give us your pun. Give us your pun.
I watched this new trailer for this new series, and I came away with this new character that I don't know anything about, but he's very interesting. And I came away and I said, Amar Shada Patel me more.
Oh my Lord! Man, I think we have to burn the show down now. I don't think we can go normally on. This is so bad. But I'm glad you did it. Look, that was a brave thing to do, and we support brave moments here on the show.
Hey, you want to hear my bee impersonation again?
No.
I just want to see you shake your ass again. That was fun.
Sure.
That was pretty good. Hey, Randy, this weekend, you, me, Brian Dunaway, and Brian Ibbett doing Film Sack, and I forgot what the hell we're doing. What are we doing? What's our movie?
What are we doing?
We are going to watch Assassins from 1995.
Assassins.
HBO Max.
Yeah, Maximus. I don't think I've seen this, so I'm pretty excited actually
I definitely haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We had another recommendation come in from a bunch of people, and so I've got penciled in for the following week for us to watch Lord of War, the Nick Cage movie.
Thought you were going to say Moonfall.
Dude, Lord,
you need to get Moonfall in there too.
Yeah,
did put that on our list, just not in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, but no, Lord of War is a great suggestion because so many people mentioned that as their favorite Nicolas Cage movie, and I've never seen it.
Oh, it's very good.
That's what that came from. You did Nick Cage movies last week.
His feud, yeah.
And then we had a bunch of people say you need to watch Lord of War on Film Sack, so we're gonna. But first, Ass Ins.
Ass Ins, everyone.
Ass Ins.
1995, Stallone, Banderas, get in here. All right. It's going to be great. Randy Jordan, a.k.a. Randy Deluxe. Randy, have a great week. We'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and he'll post that all over the place, by the way, everybody. And
he will. Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, he will. Also, I bet Brian put it up on quicktms.ly.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So get in there and check that out. All right, that's it for today's show, everyone. We've run out the clock. Here's the deal. If you are, I just submitted new art for the month to Dave, who handles all of our fulfillment back east for us for TMS patrons. And man, am I proud of what we put out this month. If you want to see what that is and find out all the other great reasons to join up, you can do it at patreon.com/TMS. Thanks to everyone who has, and if you haven't, please consider it. frogpants.com/TMS for everything else. Hey, Brian, we got to get out of here, but we need music. What do you got?
Ian, a.k.a. I Am Sci-Fi, wrote in and said, "Hi, Birdum and Clip Clop. So I'm literally sitting at Radio City Music Hall after listening to Lake Street Dive play it live as I'm submitting this cover to y'all, and I need Mr. Bibbit to play it on the show. Linger is one of my favorite Cranberries songs, and they do a fantastic version of it on their brand new EP, Any Day Will Do, I swear. Thanks as usual for all that you do. And let's test the ship's phasers. Ian, alias I Am Sci-Fi."
We can totally do that. Here you go, right here.
Let's test the ship's phasers.
Been a while. It's nice to hear that one.
That's one of my favorites. Yeah. Brand new EP came out from Lake Street Dive this week called Fun Machine, the sequel, because they've previously released an EP called Fun Machine. This is an all-cover EP, covers of Paul McCartney and the Pointer Sisters and Burt Bacharach and a whole bunch of stuff on there. And this one right here, The Cranberries' Linger by Lake Street Dive.
We'll see you guys tomorrow for a brand new Thursday TMS. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
Your butt.
Your butt.